everyone, welcome back to a new video. In today's video, we're making 3 easy, delicious, and protein-packed fall recipes. Those recipes will satisfy your sweet craving and they will not make you feel guilty at all. We are making apple pie, baked oats, nutter butter cookies, and pumpkin pie energy bowls. All the recipes are vegan. All the details are in the description below, so let's just get cooking. This apple pie protein baked oats recipe is cozy, protein rich, and tastes just like dessert, perfect for chilly fall mornings. Start by mashing 1 very ripe banana. I also tested this recipe with a pumpkin puree instead of banana and it worked great. You would need around 100 grams of pumpkin puree, and I added a few dates extra to make sure we substitute for a sweetness that usually comes from bananas. In a large bowl, add 2/3 cup of rolled oats, 2 scoops of plant-based vanilla protein powder, 2 tablespoons of flaxseed meal, half teaspoon of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon of maple syrup, 1 pitted and chopped Medjool date, mashed banana, 1 tablespoon of coconut oil, and this is optional, 1 cup of almond milk, and I always add a pinch of salt. Then just mix very well to incorporate all the ingredients. And then divide the mix between either 3 smaller ramekins or 2 bigger ones. And then top it with a chopped apple, walnuts, and cinnamon. If you want to have a more indulgent oats, you can actually cook the topping. So go ahead and add chopped apple, a little bit of cinnamon, 1 tablespoon maple syrup, and 1 tablespoon of coconut oil to a small saucepan. And you just want to cook it for 5 minutes or so until apples soften and the whole house is going to smell so beautifully. I also want to give a shout out to one of you who last time told me that you will never cook fruit. I love when you give me your feedback and actually agree with you. 99% of the time I eat raw fruit, but if you're gonna ever cook a fruit, this is the most delicious way to do it. And occasionally we can sacrifice on the nutrients for a little bit of extra flavor. And then bake in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius for around 20 minutes. If you like sweet breakfast, you must try this recipe because these oats taste seriously like a cake for breakfast. And I often have them as a dessert. Now I have the perfect dessert for all my peanut butter lovers. We are making vegan protein nutter butter cookies. These cookies are a healthy twist on a nostalgic favorite. They're so creamy, they're delicious, and they're perfect snack. Go ahead and grab a bigger bowl and then add 2 scoops of plant-based vanilla protein powder, 1/4 cup of oat flour, 1/2 cup of creamy peanut butter, and 1/3 cup of maple syrup. Then mix these ingredients until you get smooth and soft batter. Then scoop out around 1 tablespoon sized portions of the dough and then roll them into small balls. And then use 2 balls to shape each cookie into a peanut form. From these ingredients, I ended up with 8 peanut-shaped cookies. Arrange the shaped dough on a parchment paper-lined baking sheet and then press down with a fork to create a hatch pattern and then also to flatten the cookies. Bake in a preheated oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit or 175 degrees Celsius for around 12 to 14 minutes. This will really depend on your oven. I would say start checking at 12 minutes because you want the cookies to stay soft and just get a little bit golden brown around the edges. And then once cookies are baked, let them cool down completely. And meanwhile, you can make a filling by mixing a 1/4 cup of creamy peanut butter with 1 tablespoon of maple syrup. And you can also add a pinch of pumpkin spice since we're deep into fall season. And then spread the filling on a half of the cooled down cookies. Top them with the remaining cookie to make sandwiches and then enjoy. Let me just say that this recipe has been tested by the Instagram community and some of my very conservative friends, and so far it has only received praise.
If you're enjoying this video and loving this recipe so far, make sure you give us a like and subscribe because the best is yet to come.
Now, energy bites are something that I always have on hand, and here is my fall favorite: pumpkin pie energy bites. These energy bites are so easy to make. They're absolutely delicious and they're perfect for a quick snack or post-workout treat. In a large bowl, add 1 cup of natural peanut butter, 1/4 cup of pumpkin puree, 1 teaspoon of pumpkin spice or cinnamon, 2 scoops of vanilla protein powder, and 1/4 cup of maple syrup. I always like to note that my ingredients and your ingredients might not be identical, and because of that, let's discuss consistency. So we want to have a dough-like consistency and very moist and soft dough that we can easily shape into the balls and they will not crumble. And since you're using plant-based protein powder and they soak up a lot of liquid, make sure you add that moisture back by adding a little bit extra of pumpkin puree. And then very easily you're gonna roll the dough into the balls. I wanted to make a bunch of smaller ones, so I ended up with 31 smaller balls, and then place them on a parchment paper lined plate or a tray that fits into your fridge, because we are going to cool them down for about 1 hour. And then at the end of an hour, melt around 150 grams of chocolate chips with 1 tablespoon of coconut oil. I usually do this in a microwave. Just make sure to take chocolate out on a 30-second intervals and then stir between each interval. And then using a toothpick, we're gonna dip 2/3 of a bowl into the chocolate and then return it to a plate. And then we're gonna set it back in the fridge for around 20 to 30 minutes. And then after that, they are ready to be enjoyed.
This makes me happy. Really happy. It's so good. It's so good. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I loved all the recipes, but I'm really curious which one is your favorite. Let me know in comments below. Let me know if you have any requests. And other than that, I will see you in the next video. Bye!